So guys, today I have quite interesting car. That's a BMW 5 Series, and it's not your regular 530i. It's a 530e, means it is a plug-in performance. On the top of that, and it's not only green car, it also has a nice color. That's a bluestone metallic, and it's kind of bluish silverish car. And tell me if I'm wrong or not. Usually BMW or Mercedes, if it's a light colors like the blue or maybe green or I don't know, white, so those people who choosing those kind of weird colors for BMW, they keeping the car cleaner, much nicer condition than the black one. How you can compare that, I have no idea, but look at this car, 50,000 miles, it has brand new Pirelli tires, and somebody paid more than 2,000 for those tires at the dealership, and all the service been done at dealership. So basically they paying about 300 or 250 for the oil change, not at Jiffy Lube for $50. So I do remember that time when this car just came out, and all the dealership, they've been getting this car like 1, 2. It was super exclusive for the Los Angeles, and we went all the way down to Newport Beach to take a look on the white color BMW. The MSRP on that car was 63 or 64,000 because that car had the M package on it. And only thing what pushed me back from this car, instead of lease at that time, it was a trunk area. Because of the battery, the trunk is super small, and for my expecting new member of the family, it was kinda not a good choice. Since I start talking about the trunk area, let's see how much space we got here. Not much. What you can put? Maybe like one suitcase or something. That's a iPhone 14. So one more iPhone, and that's it. I think it's too small to have it as a family car. And as always, when I'm getting the car, it's closing itself because it has a sensor on the bottom. As always, I'm getting the car from the auction, and basically that's the spot where my charger is supposed to be, but the charger is missing. So the good question, the question to those people who stealing those chargers, what are you doing with them? You just like reselling them somewhere for $50 or what? Sell it to me, I need one. So guys, what do you think about the G body? I think it's much better and much interesting than the previous one. All these shapes and forms, the tail light, the facelifted BMW 5 Series might be a little bit more interesting, but this one, it's interesting also. All these shapes, the doors, the handles, they kind of remaining about the same as the old BMW. The wheels, design of those rims, kind of new one, but same time it is a, I would say, like a balanced, this style of the rims and this nice bluestone silver metallic kind of matching, and on the top of that color you get in this. So I think if you driving this car, someone in traffic, somebody trying to race you, they're not gonna do that because they're gonna see you are the plug-in, you are the green BMW, not a regular racer car. So what do you think? 4-cylinder engine more than enough for BMW 5 Series, or you prefer 6-cylinder? I would say both of them, it's a good option. Depends what kind of car you're looking to get. Are you looking to get something like a sporty race, do some crazy stuff, or you just want a daily drive, a nice comfortable ride? That's why you choosing 530e plug-in. Peace of mind, you have an extra range on the battery only. So couple days of driving this car so far, what I don't like the windows because it's not tinted, so all the heat is going inside the car and you getting wet, doesn't matter what, because the seats, it's not cooled, it's only heated. I don't understand those kind of options, whoever built this car, why this car has a heads-up display, it is optional, but the seats doesn't have a cooled option, only heated one. For the California heated seats, I would say it's not necessary. Cooled one, much better option. So as a cool example of the used BMW, how good is that or how bad is that? I would say this driver's seat for 54,000 miles, not bad at all. All the stitches, they still present, nothing is falling apart. This fake leather not peeling or cracking, as always BMW has that problem with this fake leather. All the panels, they're not sticky. Usually BMW, all these handles, they are getting sticky about 5-6 years. I think the driver door just getting started a little bit, but the Chinese industry, they already making those covers, so you can, instead of buying the whole door panel or replacing that piece, the handle, which you cannot buy separate from the door panel, you can buy the fake cover from China, and it's gonna cover all that sticky parts. That's a cool option. So I know for sure I can make myself comfortable when I'm sitting on a driver's spot. What about the passenger? So for example, if I'm gonna move the seat all the way down and more back, it's gonna be hard for you to sit behind me, but I'm gonna make the space more than enough for me, so I can pull my feet all the way down, and now I am feeling comfortable. The only options I'm missing, like I say, is the cooler seats, and maybe massage seats gonna be much better. But the comfortable 5 Series, yes, it is so comfortable for the passengers or for the driver also. So what I found, there is some recent invoices, that's what I'm saying. So at the dealer, the customer paid for the Pirelli $361 and $419 total with taxes for one tire, and he went somewhere else, he got the same tire for $317 each. $317 plus taxes plus labor installation, $1,200 and $400, so $1,600 for the tires. Would you pay $1,600 for the for the 4 new tires on the BMW 5 Series used? I don't think you would, because I wouldn't pay that for sure. So what about the space on the back? Like I say, it's kind of hard for me to sit behind myself. Still I can fit here, not a problem. I don't have a climate control, there is no entertainment, there is nothing to do basically on the back, only maybe plug something and charge your phone. The armrest, kind of cool stuff. I don't have a box anymore. Remember that BMW old one or Mercedes, they used to have a first aid kit right here. Right now they have only 2 cup holders, aid kit maybe in the trunk, and nothing else. So there is no funny part about BMW on a back bench, but it's more than enough space for your kids and the child seats. I think, guys, I found the right angle from where they doing a nice ride commercial for BMW. Let me show it to you right now. That's the one. And I think BMW, they making the cars the way you gonna love it when you're looking at this. Look at these panels, you know, all these chrome pieces. It's all design. It's all about the way it looks, the way it feels, and performance. Super nice car, never gonna break down, never gonna burn oil. Your turbo never gonna get underboost. It's always gonna be perfect. Just look here, look how many cool options we got for you, so you can play with this car while you're driving it. But when you're not paying, they're gonna steal it like that. So let's face it, how cool to have the German engineering car with things like this. So you can basically control your volume by moving your finger around. But first of all, you have to do something like this, so the sensor gonna recognize you wanna move your finger and do something. In general, you buying used BMW, you buying German cars, what kind of things you're gonna see and what kind of problems you're gonna meet. Or you might not gonna face any problems with this car, because right now we're driving 2018 BMW 530e iperformance, and it's a cool car. It used to be $60,000 MSRP. Even this car, it's a G body, G38, and right now we're gonna see the new one, and it's been facelift for this model. but this car still feels like I would say Sony PlayStation, because there is a lot of screens, there is a lot of different features you can use, and especially the cluster. What I like about BMW, all the newest BMW, and this one, when you're doing sport mode or eco mode or eco plus pro, eco pro mode, the cluster changing also, and your performance on the engine, it's changing same way. So basically it's decreasing the performance of the engine itself, and it's increasing the MPG. The best MPG I'm getting right now, it's 33 miles per gallon, and it's not bad for the full size sedan BMW 5 Series. So again, the best point for me to buy the used car, used BMW, it's already depreciated a lot. And can you imagine, this car used to be 60,000, somebody paid in 2018, and right now in 2024 you're gonna buy it for 20,000. 50,000 miles on the clock. The car still has a factory warranty on the battery and some emission warranty, but the basic warranty went out. It was 4 years or 50,000 miles. And as I can tell you right now, it's a great car. There is no problems at all, and it's only coming from the good maintenance history. So basically the owner of this car, it's a one owner car, he was taking care of that and been taking the car to dealers and spending money on it. I think that's only way to keep your BMW in a great shape. Even though he probably knew he's gonna trade it or sell it later on, he's still been doing that and spending money on it. So I would say he's a good owner. So the full battery charge on this car, you're gonna get 15 miles, and it's not gonna be EV car. So even if you're driving on a full, xdrive mode, you're still gonna hear the engine running. Every time you step on the gas, the engine gonna turn on. So it's not fully EV car, I would say. So the technology of this, I didn't go deep on that, and I didn't do the research how it works. I'm just a consumer. I'm buying the used BMW, and it's a plug-in hybrid EV drive, and I want to see what benefits I'm going to get from this car instead of buying, for example, 2020 Honda Civic. So we're going to run just a small test. So basically I'm at the EV charging station at the dealership, and it's going to be absolutely free for me, same as a Volvo experiment charge point. And we're gonna give this battery, for example, 15 minutes and see how fast I can reach any range on the battery by using the EV charger for 15 minutes. So right now we are at 1:55 p.m. I'm gonna plug it and come back in 15 minutes and see if I got any range on the battery or not. So guys, it's been about 25, I would say so, minutes. We're still on a charging station, and what it shows right now, I have 3 miles range on the battery, up to 15 miles total. And what's reminding me right now, see, there is a blue light right under the car showing the car is charging. If you didn't know, this car has an option, so you can buy the pod, the one going under the car, and you can put it in the garage. So basically you're going to charge this car wireless. That's a cool option. And on the top of that, last year I had the Honda Accord plug-in 2014. Actually, one of my friends driving it right now. That's a Honda Accord plug-in. It's been only made 1,000 pieces for United States. That Honda back in 2014, some of the San Diego electric company, whatever, they bought it to make that pod. So basically that electric pod, charging station pod, been designed and made in San Diego, and that company been using one of my Honda plug-in. How come? I have no idea, but hope I'm gonna make the video about that Honda later on. So basically right now the BMW charging, and it's been, like I say, 25 around minutes. We have only 3 miles range, and I'm gonna try to drive it on the xdrive and see if it's only EV car gonna be, or it's gonna be still combined as a hybrid. I think it's gonna be hybrid. There is no way that this car can drive only on the battery, so it's always gonna be both engine and hybrid system. What's cool about BMW, even it's used a little bit, 50,000 miles, not that bad, but all these options, all these buttons, you know, clicking, sound, and on and on and on. It's a used car, 20,000, but you buying the car high quality, not high quality, but one of the highest top quality, I would say, on the market. And this car used to be 60,000. Right now it's 20,000. Worth to buy? Definitely yes. All the stitches, again, heated steering wheel, and I like it. All the switches, they making kind of noise noticeable, I would say so, for the BMW. And for some reason none of the buttons losing the paint, because usually BMW, they all kind of peeling off and paint comes out. You have to replace this or that unit, but this car in a great shape for now. So let's go on the modes. Right now we're on the comfort mode, and I can go on the sport mode, I can go Eco Pro, and since right now I have a charge on the battery, I can go xdrive. xdrive, I have several options. I have no idea what it means. If you know better, please comments below. I have a auto xdrive, max xdrive, battery control, and I have no idea which one I'm going to use. So probably I'm going to try to use max xdrive, and I'm going to drive it as a normal EV car, maybe for that 2 miles range I got right now. Is it going to work? I don't think so. I think it's gonna work only if I'm gonna drive it super slow, like kinda in that green blue spots, when you're not going more than like 45 miles an hour. So probably BMW made it as a commuter, you know, between your work and between the office and your house. So you're going back and forth, and you're using only battery. Is it possible to do so? I don't think in LA you can do that short distance on EV cars, because there is always traffic, always freeways involved and all that kind of stuff, so you basically have to drive it. So my whole point of reviewing used car, used BMW, it's to answer the question, is this car worth to buy it when it's used or not? I would say if you can find the BMW like that, doesn't matter what state you live in, what country you live in, and you're gonna pay 20,000, maybe 22,000 for this used BMW 5 Series plug-in, for sure it's worth it. Number one, you're gonna save money on the gas. That's obviously 33-35 mpg on a 5 Series BMW full-size sedan. It's not bad at all. Number two, this car still remaining not maybe top high quality like a Volvo, for example, but it's still in a great shape, and I like the way it feels inside, the way suspension works, all that kind of stuff. It's still in a great shape. That's what I can tell only about this BMW. Maybe other BMWs, they not good as this one. As always, for sure you have to do inspection. That's one of the best and most important part before you buy any used car, especially used BMW. Other than that, it's definitely worth that money. Would I pay 60,000 for this car when it was brand new, or would I buy right now 60,000 BMW? For sure not. And I'm not a huge fan of BMW, especially right now. My BMW X1 giving me a lot of problems, and the dealers, they are on the same page as a BMW X1. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna ever buy the new BMW later on, but definitely I would consider myself to buy the used BMW if the time would come, like this one. Nice car. So guys, that's the end of this video. Let me know please in the comments below if you like more Japanese used cars or you prefer German engineering used cars.